Well, welcome to Northeastern High School. The scrimmage is done. This is the First Financial Bank Coach's Comment brought to you by Beth Beatty. Go see Beth over in Richmond if you need a mortgage or if you want to rewrite an existing mortgage. First Financial Bank in Richmond. All right, Wes, this is Coach Wes Solar. We're getting ready to go here.
Yeah.
Scrimmage time. Tell us about the scrimmage and what your thoughts are on tonight's proceedings here.
It's exciting because you get to hit somebody different, but it's still not a real game. So we're still almost like a controlled practice where we script out all the plays. We've got certain kids coming at certain times. We want to make sure the guys we're looking at for Friday night are getting reps, and we're making sure everybody's getting reps for Monday night. And this is the first chance since summer scrimmages to get a look at our kids against other kids. And overall, I was very happy at both levels with execution overall and effort. And, I didn't think we played real well in last year's scrimmage. After watching it again,
Right.
I think we're a lot farther ahead offensively, especially than we were this time last year. So, and we should be. We've got a lot of seniors. And so overall, I was very happy with the evening.
All right, so you were running quite a few players in and out, both on the varsity and the JV. Is that what you try to use the scrimmage for, to see who fits where and how they react?
So. Absolutely. And leading up to this, we've got guys you got to have at least two deep for Friday nights. And all those kids got reps tonight, and even the third guy on the depth chart a little bit in varsity time. And you're trying to get the guys are your starters that you don't need to see. You're trying to get them a little rest and make sure they get through it healthy. And we're running our stuff, but we're not showing everything because we send this film to our first couple opponents will see this scrimmage. So, but I thought our kids' execution was overall really good.
All right, what do you think? I don't want you to give away the trade secrets here, but what are some strengths of your team that you figure you're going to rely on this year?
Yes, senior leaders. We've got 13 seniors, and a lot of them have at least a year of varsity experience. Some of them two. So some of them it's their third year playing varsity football, and only replaced two guys on our defense. So we'll go as far as our defense takes us. And I feel really good about our experience and depth on that side of the ball. And then it's the same on offense. I think our offensive line is going to be a strength. They're still kind of gelling as a unit, and we slid a couple guys around. But I think our we've really got 6 or 7 offensive linemen that can play on Friday nights, and it's just whose turn is it, and are you ready to go?
Not a bad problem to have, really.
No. And then I think we've got some speed on the outside.
Well, I was going to say that you got some speed out there. Not something we've seen on past teams, but really you got some guys out there.
We're really balanced offensively, I think.
All right, next Friday night you got Union County. We play them, every year. So what are our expectations as we head into the first game of the season?
Well, they have a new coach, so that's always scary because you don't know exactly what they're going to do. Sometimes maybe what they're running in the scrimmage may not be what you see in that Friday night. But he's been the offensive coordinator at South Dearborn for the last several years, and that's a good program, a good head coach. So I know that he'll have his kids ready to go. And we've been kind of doing the same thing for the last several years. So they're going to know what we're doing and have a plan to stop it. I'm excited. It's a home opener. Always love the first game at home.
Right.
Just hoping for good weather and a good crowd, but again, we're excited to play real Friday night football.
All right, good luck.
Thank you very much.
We're going to look forward to it.
All right.
All right, that's been Coach Wes Oler. We will have that game on the Knights Broadcasting Network tape delay. You'll be able to see that on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. This has been Wes Oler for the First Financial Bank Coach's Comment.
Welcome to Knightline Live. It's Monday night, brought to you by Astro Industries. And Rick, as usual, Coach Oler always gives you a moment, even after a scrimmage.
Yeah.
And a little video there of his thoughts of how the scrimmage against Belmont went.
Yeah, he gives us a great breakdown, and we really appreciate that because he's got a lot going on, and we appreciate the time. We're going to talk a little football later, Jerry. We're packed tonight. We got a full house here.
Yeah, a huge studio audience in the house.
Huge studio. They're all mandated to be here by their coaches, so they're all here. But first, we're going to talk tennis, and we have a new tennis coach, Northeastern alumni, former damsel, correct?
Yep.
This is Drew Nolan. Drew, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're fantastic. All right, give us, break it down for us. How did you get to become the new coach?
Well, I played 4 years all through high school. As a teacher, I kind of wanted to do something a little after school. So I actually started coaching with Matt Haynes on the girls' season last year.
Okay.
I think about 2 weeks before the season started, Ryan Holleran called me up and said, "Hey, do you want the boys coach?" I was like,
"That's a familiar story from last year, isn't it, Jerry?"
I guess I could take it. So we kind of talked how it would work out because I coach over at College Corner, which is about a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
So just making sure.
You're actually a fifth grade teacher.
Yes, I'm a fifth grade teacher. I just started. This is kind of my first year. I taught at Liberty starting in December, so I just moved other elementaries. But just kind of we talked it out, made sure that my schedule would work out with their schedule, and then
you are.
Here I am. Yeah.
All right, so you're a recent college grad, right?
Yes. You're December from Ball State.
Yeah, you're a Cardinal.
Yep.
All right.
Chirp, chirp.
Yeah, chirp, chirp. Kelly Drake was there too the same time you were.
We both did guard together as well up there.
You guys were all in on that. All right, what's the biggest challenge as a brand new coach? Brand new kind of to varsity, but brand new to these guys right here. So what's been the biggest challenge so far?
I think just finding my voice, just making sure, because going from talking to fifth graders or fourth graders,
there's not much difference. I'm telling you. I'm just saying.
Some of the freshmen and sophomore, it's a little bit different, but
they haven't got quite the senior status yet.
I think just going from becoming a player and knowing my expectations, and then translating that into being a coach, and just making sure I'm fulfilling all my time that I can give them and giving them the right tips and all that. So.
Well, coming off of a sectional, championship last year, which was really huge, and the reason that happened, I'm going to put a big plug out there for Jerry Keesley because he helped coach the first 2 weeks, before Matt came in and took over, did things right.
Jerry, you had nothing to do with it.
But so a lot of the same people back.
Yes.
Are we looking at? We think a repeat situation looks good.
I think so. I've got 6 seniors. All of them except one are on varsity, but the one senior, this is his first year playing. They're all strong. I'm playing around with a little bit of the doubles, but even with our first match or our first scrimmage, they play really well together. As long as they go out and play their best and play for each other, I don't see why we couldn't bring home another sectional championship.
What are, as far as, I don't know if you scout or have a chance to see what the other teams are in the conference, who are some of the people to look at? Centerville's always in there. They seem to always be in there. Are there other teams?
I haven't gotten much on the boys' side, but I think Lincoln is one to watch for, from what I've heard from the guys, and I think it might be a Centerville Lincoln. They're gonna be able to tell you more about who. I think it also just depends on the position, because even though tennis is a team sport, it's more of an individual sport.
Right.
So our two singles can be great, our two singles can be great on another team, but that doesn't mean it's going to follow suit for every team. So they'll be able to tell you more about who's a good competitor. So.
All right, talk about some of our players. We'll talk to some of these seniors here, but aside from the seniors that we hear, talk about some of the underclassmen that you think might have an impact on this team.
Well, I think we have 7 new players.
Okay.
So we actually have 2 full teams, plus 2.
Okay.
So I have never seen this big of a turnout.
Those are good numbers.
Yes, it is. But it's not also the greatest, because then I have 2 kids that won't be able to go on road games with us
Okay.
because we can only fit 14 on the bus.
All right. We need a bigger bus.
Yeah.
Right? We're gonna get a bigger bus. Where's the AD?
So,
the
but
assistant AD is right here.
Yeah.
What? I didn't hear anything.
So, but it's kind of nice. They even just from like the first practice, they're already improving like tenfold. So, and they're really flexible too. Like I can throw them in any spot. They're like, okay, great, let's go play. I threw like random drills at them today at practice, and they're like, well, I don't really like this, but we'll do it anyways. So, they're great that way. So.
Do you feel a little extra pressure as a first-year coach, knowing that they are the sectional champions? Kind of puts a target on their back.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think the other teams kind of unexpected. You know, they didn't expect that, but here they go.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think when I first started, I was definitely like nervous to like get to know them and stuff. But they've kind of welcomed me in with open arms. They listen, but then it's kind of nice. Like I can give them a task and they run with it, or I can trust that they're going to work on something that they need to. So they're really good about that.
with a lot of seniors, I'm looking over there. They've been around a while.
Yes.
And they know it. They can almost coach themselves.
Yeah, they're also really good role models, and they keep each other accountable, and they also keep the underclassmen accountable as well. So if the underclassmen isn't doing something they should be, they'll make sure they do. So.
All right. Well, we're going to look forward to it. Jerry, think we need to go to break?
Oh, yes, because
Drew, thank you very much for
Thank
coming.
you.
we
We
are packed
appreciate
and
it.
stacked
Yeah,
in the
we
big
are
house
packed and
tonight.
stacked. We're going to move quickly here because we got a lot of kids that we want to get on.
We're going to come back with not football, but tennis seniors. And you're watching Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries.
At Kate's Family Eye Care, we value a family-friendly atmosphere, offering high-quality eye exams. Our expert staff utilizes the latest techniques in eye care. We have a large selection of affordable glasses that are unique to our area. We are proud supporters of the Northeastern Knights and wish all the teams the best of luck.
We would love to invite you to LifeSpring Students, our youth group at LifeSpring Church that is just south of Northeastern on 27. We meet from 7 to 8:30 on most Thursdays, but the doors open at 6:30. You can grab some pizza or a snack from our cafe and then hang out with your friends until 7 p.m. We have basketball, dodgeball, gaga ball, and other activities for you to enjoy. At 7, our student band leads us in some worship through music, and we have a lesson from God's Word, the Bible. We then split into small groups based on grade and gender to apply what we have learned and pray with one another. After small group, students are invited to hang out until 9 p.m. when we close. LifeSpring Students is a great way to get to know God and meet some new friends. It is open for any student in grades 6 through 12, and we would love to invite you. Find out more at lifespring.tv/students.
KOA Exit 151A. Registration in the general store. It's a family-owned campground with pull-through parking for RVs or travel trailers with full hookups. Rent a cabin. Relax at one of the fire pits or picnic by the pond. A playground for the kids, or get in around the golf before dinner. Take a water-soaking hayride. Lay out by the pool, and then take a dip.
And we're back
By surprise.
by surprise on Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. I'm Jerry Middleton. Along with me as usual is Rick Fletcher. And Rick, we've got the number 1, number 2, and number 3 singles from tennis.
All right, we got Connor Burke, Matt Truitt, and Hayden Chelfin. Number 1, 2, and 3, just like you said, Jerry. Connor, let me start with you. If I remember last year, weren't you on a doubles team? Or no, you weren't. Okay, so forget I just said that, all right? All right, I'm going to ask you all kind of similar questions. The first thing is you guys are seniors, all right? A lot going on your senior year, and now you got this, and this isn't your only sport. You got other sports you're going to play. How do you fit it all in and make it work and, get your coursework done and all that?
It's a struggle. I mean, I do a lot on weekends because I do college classes, baseball, tennis, so there's pretty much every day I'm doing something different. So
well, that keeps you out of trouble, right?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. What do the skills you learn in tennis translate to other sports? I know you play baseball.
Yeah.
Do you learn things from tennis that you can transmit to the baseball field or as a teammate or anything?
Kind of like the mindset. I mean, I always have the same mindset, but as far as skills, not really. They don't really correlate at all, but...
Yeah. All right, Matt, kind of the same thing for you. Again, senior year, this is the last go-around for you. What are your thoughts and emotions as you head into your senior year? This is the last time you're going to play tennis for Northeastern High School. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just want to make it, the best year possible, win another sectional, win TEC this year, and, give it our best shot in regional.
Yeah. What, again, you're a baseball player also. I'm going to ask the same thing I asked Connor. Do you learn something from tennis that you can relate to any other sport that you... Now, tennis, it's a team sport, but it's also an individual sport. Which is different than baseball, obviously. But can you learn anything and translate that to another sport, or everything's different?
Yeah, I mean, I guess how he said it, mentality-wise, you go into games, matches, same mentality to dominate. So I guess that way you can, but everything else, not really.
Yeah. All right, Hayden, now let me ask you, at least from my perspective, last year when we were told that you guys won sectional was kind of a surprise, but I don't know if you felt like you snuck up on people, or what was that like last year?
We were definitely the underdogs going into sectionals.
Yeah.
We got a very lucky roster pool because the way it worked is Lincoln could never beat Centerville, and we could never we could never beat Centerville, and Centerville could never beat Lincoln.
Okay.
And Lincoln could never beat us. So we got a really great matchup for that sectional run.
All right. So now the target's on your back. You're not sneaking up on anybody this year. So does that bring extra pressure as a team, as an individual player? Or?
I don't think it brings any pressure at all. I think we're going to go out there and do what we do and win.
Yeah. What kind of confidence do you bring in from the experience from last year to this year? Does that give you extra confidence?
Well, we know what the teams have, who they lost. So we know what teams are strong and what teams are weak and who to attack going into these.
Okay. You got a lot of experience. I mean, I'm looking at you guys. You've all been playing for quite a while. I mean, is experience helpful? Is that helpful, Hayden?
Definitely. It's very helpful.
Yeah, okay. Jerry?
Well, here's a question. Everybody's sitting out there wanting to know the answer to it. I'm going to ask it because I am that type of journalist. Right here.
Hard hitting.
Hard hitting on top of things to smash it. So you're the number one.
Yeah.
Why are you the number one? Did you whoop on them? Is that how you got number one?
We did have a challenge match at the beginning of the year, and I did beat him 6-4, 6-4. But yeah, he's not far behind me at all.
That's really good because if your 1s and 2s and 3s are all that tight, that means your singles program ought to be pretty good with that.
You win all your singles matches, you win the match, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so the singles, yeah, you're right. If the singles all win, life is wonderful. It doesn't matter what the doubles do, but we'll see. So now, have you guys played each other then?
We haven't played.
You have not yet?
No.
What's up with that? We're going
I'm scared of him.
You're scared of him. I like it. Great answer, Hayden. No, but that's great because people always want to know how people get classified as the 1, the 2s, and the 3s, and I knew that you guys played each other to get to those spots. But I think all three of you are probably fine tennis players from what I've watched and so forth. And I watched a little bit at the Richmond sectional last year, and I was very impressed with how everything went. And and all that there. That was quite the upset, and I shouldn't say upset.
No,
I guess
it's a win. You win, man.
It's a win. You win. You win.
It's not
But
an
it
upset.
it was fun. I enjoyed watching it. And a lot of people, you need to get out and watch the tennis, really, because it is fun to watch.
So let me ask you, is there strategy that goes in, like if you look at a team that you go into a meet, okay, maybe, all right, Connor, maybe you match up better with your number 2 and Matt matches better. I mean, things like that. Is there a strategy that goes there, or we all have to be honest and say you're our number 1 and that's going to be it?
Yeah, we haven't done that in the past.
Yeah,
but we
okay.
have definitely thought about it, and different schools have done that to us. So
Yeah, okay.
it definitely plays a factor, but
Yeah,
we
because
might try.
you get to know, especially like in the Centervilles and the Lincolns, you play these guys quite a bit. You're probably friends with them, I'm assuming. Is that right, Matt? You know a lot of these guys, you're friends.
Yep.
But you want to beat the snot out of them, right? Because you got to have those bragging rights. So do you guys amongst yourselves as single players, do you discuss that will you have a discussion with your coach, say, look, maybe Matt matches up with this guy better for this match right here? Will you guys bring that forward? Will Drew bring that forward? How does that, what's the dynamics there, if at all?
I would say we would tell her.
Okay.
Especially since it's her first year coaching.
Yeah,
she might
okay.
not know.
You're
who's
coaching up
who.
the coach,
Yeah.
right?
Just let her know.
But those discussions are relevant, right?
Yeah,
I would think that they would be, and especially if other teams are doing it to you. The goal is to win 3. All right, however you get there, and that's what you want to do.
The other thing everybody wants to know is, what's your after Northeastern plans?
Right now, I'm not sure where I want to go, but I either want to do sports marketing, sports management, something like that.
Cool.
Hey, Knights Broadcasting Network has openings all the
Yes,
time.
we have openings. Just put your application in.
We don't even need an application.
Well, the $50 application fee, as most colleges will ask for.
Yeah.
That's cheap. What about?
Yeah, I want to go to Indiana Bloomington, and I want to get a major in journalism and potentially a minor in coaching.
Okay.
See, look at this. We're going to fill the whole winter right here so far.
All right.
We go to journalism.
We got everything.
We might put him on a little basketball broadcast.
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
play by
I know
play.
Matt, you're playing basketball,
Yeah.
right? So Matt's playing basketball.
Well, we got girls' games.
Yeah,
easy.
absolutely.
What about Hayden?
I don't know where I'm going to go yet, but I want to play college golf and study cybersecurity.
Oh,
Hey, that's
cool.
a good field to get into. I mean, everybody's hacking everybody else we all get what do we call it, hacked, I guess, right?
Yeah, we get hacked all the time. No one's hacked the Knights Broadcasting Network.
Yeah, but let's not cross our fingers too hard.
We're on the verge of that, though, I think. So it won't be long, and that golf ball will be out.
Yeah. This is my one break.
It'd be like this, and it'd be spring, and then it'd be graduation.
As far as preparing for golf season, does tennis help at all? I mean, different sport, obviously, but
Tennis, I like to play more aggressive, whereas golf, I have to be calm and
more
passive when I play golf. So
All
I
right.
wouldn't say it really.
different mentality
Yes.
when you're out there on the court or out on the course.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to say it,
Yeah,
but
we're gonna have to go to break
we'll
here.
have to go to break. So you're watching Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries, and
More tennis when we come back.
more tennis when we come back.
Mr. Luby's my favorite teacher.
Do you have a big event coming up soon? Dejo Photos has you covered. Check us out on Facebook. We are professional photographers who strive to capture all of your special moments, such as family portraits, senior photos, live action sports, graduations, and so much more. If you don't think photos are important, wait until they are all you have left. Contact us via email at info@dejophotos.com or call us at 765-277-0047. Dejo Photos, capturing memories one photo at a time.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries, and we got some doubles tennis to talk about now, Rick. And before I get into Mr. Scaretti here, I've just got to say one thing: boom, baby! So there we go.
Scaretti Pyrotechnics.
Yeah, every time.
Did I say that right? Hopefully I said that right. Well, we got Landon Scaretti and John Walls, a couple of seniors. You guys have been around for a while.
Yeah.
So Landon, let's talk to you first. I'm gonna every time I see you, you're as competitive as the day is long, no matter if you're playing tiddlywinks, basketball, or tennis, right? So is that what you talk about, that mentality you bring to the tennis court?
Well, obviously you don't want to lose. I mean, everything I do, I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go play pickleball against old people down at Clear Creek, and I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll play you someday. Let's see how you do.
Take it to him, Rick.
It's just I hate it. I hate losing. I gotta win, and when I lose, I've got to get better to win the next time.
All right, so you're doubles. Who's your partner?
Grayson Pennington.
Grayson Pennington, and what year is he?
A junior.
He's a junior. Different partner than you had last year. So doubles is different than singles. All right. So is there an adjustment period there? Are you guys going through that, learning each other?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, we're definitely learning each other right now. I haven't played it. We played one game at the scrimmage, but we're getting used to it. He was a singles player last year, but he's getting the hang of it. I mean, he hits good shots. That's really all you got to do. I mean, hit good shots, be smart, and he's pretty. I mean, he has good IQ. I mean, the one match we played together, we won. So,
do you find yourself? You've been doing it. How long have you been playing tennis? Since freshman
4
year?
years, yeah.
Okay, so do you find yourself coaching him up?
Yeah, every now and then,
like,
I just tell him, like, he's got to be smart, hit the right shot, because not hitting as hard as you can is not the best shot every time. I mean, he likes to hit it hard, but I mean, talk to him, a drop shot, Then sometimes there's a time where you want to hit it hard, but we're getting the hang of it.
All right. I would think you all want to smash that thing, It's impressive.
Feels good when one goes over the fence.
On
the
the
bounce,
baseball players say the same thing.
On the bounce, on the end line.
Yeah. It's got to bounce first.
Then it goes over the fence. All right, John, you're also a senior, so let me ask you, last go around here as a senior, what are your thoughts and emotions as you head into your senior year?
It's bittersweet. It's been a really good ride. I'm grateful for having this opportunity to play, and I'm happy with the season.
So you have a partner.
Yep.
And who's your partner?
Carson.
And how long are you guys? Is this your first year with Carson?
Yeah. It's a chemistry thing.
Yeah.
I was thrown in with Carson, and we kind of bond well, and we're still learning each other's techniques. And
so describe that transition, okay? I mean, that melding of two into one, because that's exactly what you want to do, right? You want to play like one player.
Yeah, that's our goal, is to play as one player, and I mean, any double player could tell you that it takes time.
Yeah.
It could take a game or it could take a season, but
It's a little bit of arguing every now and then. A little bit of
on the court or outside the
all
purview
above,
of everybody.
Midpoint, mid game. Yeah.
Has there ever been? You've been doing a little bit longer, I think. So, has there ever been a meltdown on the court, either from you guys or from another team?
I've seen one from another team.
Yeah. What's that look like? It's got to be a disaster.
No, honestly, when you see another team do it, makes you kind of feel good. Like you see them yelling at each other, you're like, all right, we got them where we want them. But I wouldn't say meltdown. I mean, maybe we'll tap a racket on the ground, but try and keep my cool a little bit.
Yeah.
Tapping rackets on the ground. That's close to racket abuse.
Close.
Have you ever called racket? There's racket abuse, Rick. That's a call.
Is that?
It is.
Absolutely.
I never had it called, though. I never called it on anybody either.
Well, that's like throwing your racket or hitting your racket.
Now, if somebody probably threw it,
it's
then
a little
I'd probably
McEnroe.
Well, yeah.
You know, toss that.
Well, it's a sportsmanship thing. I get that.
One of the other questions that everybody wants to know: are you allowed to hit your opponent with the ball?
Yeah, I aim at people.
You're my man.
Yeah. If someone's standing right on the line, I will aim at them.
So all right. So this opens up, and I'll ask both of you guys that if you're aiming at somebody, is there a body part you're looking to hit them high, low?
No.
What do you want to do?
I mean, normally when I'm aiming to hit somebody, they're standing at the net, so I only have half the body to work with. So it just makes. I mean, they can't get to it if it's right at them.
Yeah.
So that's the way I kind of look at it.
And they have to make a decision of what to do. If it's right at them, there's a decision to be made. Well, that's good.
So that's a strategy then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you don't want to be on the other end of that strategy.
But when somebody hits it at me, I'm like, I mean, I can't really get mad. It's the right shot, so.
Okay. All right. John, is the same thing over here? I mean,
it depends on the hit.
That's pretty savage, if you ask me.
Yeah,
savage.
I've been hit. I've hit a few people, some people on the team. But you learn not to stand so close to the net. And sometimes if you just dink it over at them, and you act like you're going to hit him, sometimes that's the better shot. Whatever gets the point.
This will be the sound bite for future. This right here, smoking my opponent with the ball.
Yeah. All right. So I'm not smart with tennis. All right. So this is kind of just understand where this is coming from. Is there teamwork in going? All right. You play close. I'll be back. And who decides? Is it point by point or during the point? You decide before? Tell us how that works.
Well, a lot of the time it's point by point, but I found with me and Carson, he has more range in the back, and I love smashing it at the net.
Okay.
So a lot of the time I try and get to the net and I try and smash it, and
even though he might be serving, or even though he's serve receive or something like that.
And we both have the communication of, if something happens in a point where we can both communicate, no, I got back.
Yeah, okay. All right. And that, is that you guys have decided to yourself, I got front, he's got back, but that could change depending on what's going on in the point.
And if someone's a really good server, that could change it too.
Okay.
It's just kind of the motion of the game.
Let me ask, is one of you maybe better at serve, receive, or serving? Is that typically a strength one player has?
I would say we're pretty even.
Okay.
I mean, they say I have a dink serve, but a lot of people don't get it back.
All right.
So, but Carson has a faster serve, and that's better for me right there at the net.
Looking for those aces, right?
Yeah.
Looking for those. All right, so same question to you, Landon. You go off each other's strengths and weaknesses. I mean, there might be something you're better at than him. How do you guys communicate? How does that work?
I mean, honestly, me and his forehand, backhand, we're both very similar. At the net, very similar. I mean, we play the same, honestly.
Okay.
But it's really like point by point. Like, I'll be like, he's serving to me, I'll just play back, you play up, and it's just point by point. But if we have to switch for him to hit a shot, he's running up, he hits it over, I'll just switch and he'll go up. It's really just communication,
I was going to say, it takes a lot of communicating during a point, right? All right, so what are your plans after high school? You're winding down, pretty successful career.
Yeah, gonna go somewhere and play basketball.
Okay.
Maybe after do like a little coaching, maybe, but honestly maybe go overseas, play basketball.
Wow.
It's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty big ambition right there.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but
It'd be nice getting a paycheck and playing ball.
yeah, that's what I say all the time.
And the more zeros, the better, right?
Most definitely.
More commas, the better.
Yeah, more commas and more zeros. Well,
That's right.
remember us, all right, when
All
you're
right.
cashing the big checks, all right?
All right.
Remember who put you to the top here. So, I don't know if you remember this, but when you came in as a freshman, you were playing JV basketball, and you can ask Jerry, I had to have my favorite player, and you were it, and I didn't even know you then.
I was the favorite.
Well, because you were a scrapper,
Yeah.
all right? And I'm assuming you play tennis the same way.
Oh, yeah.
You're a scrapper.
Yeah, nobody likes to play me.
And he doesn't lack in confidence. That's
No,
what I
he
like.
doesn't.
He's got that
Scream after every point.
What about you, John? What you got thoughts and
I
plans?
plan on going to IU Bloomington.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on my major, business or chemistry or something like that.
Okay, those are two diverse majors
Yeah,
right there.
it's kind of, I'm good with numbers and I'm good with chemistry. So
Okay.
it's just kind of wherever it takes me.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, thanks for stopping by. You've made a nice segment here, some good sound bites for us to use in the future. You're watching Knightline Live brought
in this market.
Astro Industries.
Mr. Luby's my favorite teacher.
Mr. Luby's my favorite teacher.
Oh my goodness.
In this market, finding a home you love and actually closing the deal is a cause for celebration. And it all starts with a competitive edge from First Financial Bank. We'll get you pre-qualified fast so you can get your offer in first. We even offer programs with low down payment options and reduced closing costs. Plus, our friendly local team is always here to help. A bank that's ready to help you find a home and a reason to celebrate, however you choose to. That's First.
First! Harmon sheds are custom built to your specifications and needs. But wait, there's more! Harmon sheds build privacy fences, decks for your pool, beautifully designed decks for all around your home, and detached pavilions. Let Joe and the crew do all the work, so all you need to do is relax.
We're dedicated to great results just for you. Johnson Chiropractic.
So I recommend Dr. Johnson all the time over the years. Many people have come to Dr. Johnson for my recommendations. And if people live 50 miles away and they tell us they have this problem and they're going to have an operation, we say, no, go see our chiropractor, Dr. Johnson.
We're dedicated to great results just for you. Johnson Chiropractic.
This is Rick Fletcher. When my car needs repair, I take it to 715 Simharjan Parkway in Richmond, home of Knuckle Busters. With their ASE certified technicians, why would you go anyplace else? They repair domestic and imports, air conditioners to Z-bars. Knuckle Busters Auto Repair. Call 765-488-1470 and tell them to go Knights!
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries out of Lynn. And now we're going to talk a little pigskin, Rick.
Well, we're switching gears here. We're going to the football field. There's a lot of seniors. I think Wes Oler told me there were 13 seniors. So tonight we're going to have 6 of them, and next week we'll have the rest of them. So we're breaking them up. We good, guys? How we doing here?
We're good.
All right. So we've got Saber Faust, Logan White, and Colton Creech. Let's talk with the new guy on the block. Saber, you're a senior.
Yeah.
And here you are playing football for the first time. Have you ever played before as a youngster, or?
Not, I mean, in elementary, I played a few years.
All right.
We were just running around with our heads cut off back then.
All right, yeah, that's exactly. So, what went into the decision for you to decide, hey, I want to play football?
I don't know, honestly, just changing it up a bit.
Okay.
Thought it'd be fun.
Another sport.
Mm-hmm.
You've been playing basketball all these years. So how's it going? Just give us an idea of how the transition into football.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they hit out there. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's a little different. You got to tackle and be tackled. So, talk about the transition into football and how that's going for you.
It's been pretty good. All the coaches and players have been great.
Yeah.
I'd say one of the biggest differences is not being in a controlled environment.
Okay.
Like in basketball, you just got the court, the AC, that's nice.
Yeah.
And then you got the field, there's divots,
Yeah.
ankle traps.
Yeah, and our field isn't necessarily in the best of shape. I'm
Mhm.
not thinking. Plus, when it's 90 degrees or 95 degrees, we don't call the game, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? You're still out there playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what position are you playing?
Wide receiver and a little bit of safety.
All right, wide receiver. Yeah, are you friends with Blake Waters?
Yeah.
Because he's your quarterback, and he's got to get the ball to you. All
Mhm.
right, so hopefully you guys can get a chemistry. Speaking of chemistry with Blake Waters, we got Logan White, another receiver plus a safety, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Logan, this is your third year playing football. We'll forgive you for not playing as a freshman, okay? But anyways, here you are. Hey, last go around for you. You also play baseball.
Yep.
And I see from your mom's Facebook page you played a lot this summer. A lot of baseball. You kept us up to date and everything. So what are give me your thoughts as a senior. This is it, all right? You're probably not playing football for Northeastern anymore. I mean, you definitely won't be. So what are your thoughts going in there? What do you want to accomplish? And what are your hopes and dreams?
I'd like to win the TEC this year
Yeah.
for football.
Okay.
For senior year.
Yeah.
I'd like to get the sectionals too. And future, I'm looking to play baseball at college somewhere.
Okay.
Not sure where yet.
Yeah.
Looking at a few schools, but
We got a little bit of a different look in our sectional this year. Some teams have gone. Some like Heritage Christian is out. Cecina is not there anymore. Winchester's back. Well, they were back last year.
we got Centerville moving in and
Centerville's
trying
come back down to 2A, so they're in that crosstown rivalry. Centerville's probably our rivalry, right? In
Yeah.
every sport that we play. They're probably going to be competitive.
Mhm.
What are some teams besides Centerville that we think are going to be competitive in the Tri-Eastern Conference?
Conference-wise, Winchester.
Winchester, yeah.
Try.
Try's always tough.
Yeah.
And you play those guys back to back. I
Mhm.
mean,
We do.
right off. Here.
Yeah.
So, is that a challenge when you play a couple competitive teams like that early in the season? Because you're working out your kinks, really. Most teams work them out usually by mid-season. Hopefully things are worked out. Challenge playing those guys early in the year?
Yeah, but we also scrimmage a lot before then. They try to get those kinks out as much as we can.
Yeah.
Like this last Friday, we scrimmaged against Belmont.
Right.
And then we have Union County this Friday,
Yeah.
which helped us get all those kinks out.
Yeah. Did you feel pretty good after your scrimmage?
Yeah.
You guys feel like you're all moving forward. That progress is going. All right, let's go to Colton. Colton, seems like you've been around for 100 years, all right? But I know it's only been like 4, right? But
Yeah.
it seems like you've been around a long time. I'm going to ask you the same question. You're a senior this year. You play other sports also. You play baseball.
Yeah.
But you're a football player. I know that for a fact because I've seen you play.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts as you head into senior year? What do you want to try to accomplish?
I want to try to win TEC.
Yeah.
And I think we got a shot at winning sectionals too this year.
Okay, now Northeastern has never won a sectional in football. We've come close a few times, Jerry.
Yep.
And we've had some good teams over the years that could have done it, but we've never been able to do that. What's it going to take for this team to overcome the Centervilles? The Eastern Hancocks probably going to be real good.
Yeah.
Centerville, I saw some polls, Centerville and Eastern Hancock, both in our sectional. At least in preseason, they're ranked top 10 or top 15.
Yeah.
So what are we going to have to do to be able to overcome teams like that?
I think our biggest challenge is our line. We're a little bit undersized, but we're not really losing anybody there. So.
And I agree that you're probably undersized, but I will say this: in the scrimmage, we were sitting up there, And I said, our line's really blowing them off the line.
Yeah.
I said, for being undersized. But, yeah, I agree with you on that. But I thought they did a good job in the scrimmage. Back to you.
Yeah. I mean, they've all been in the weight room, and
yeah,
they've all gotten stronger.
So what's the strength of our on offense? Okay, let's take offense, defense. Whoever wants to answer this on offense. What are we good at? What do we think we're going to be good at this year? Logan, let me ask you that.
I think our passing game is going to be really good this year.
Okay.
We got me at wideout, Creech moves the slot, you got Marshall at the other wideout, and KO or Trent at the other slot.
You got some speed.
Yeah, we do.
And boy, I tell you what, when you have speed, it's tough to catch. What about on defense? Colton, you typically go both ways.
Yeah.
Both you guys go both ways. So what are our strengths on defense? What do we think we're going to be good at? Or?
I mean, I think we'll be good at everything.
Okay, all right.
We lost.
That's fair enough.
1-2 seniors on the defense.
Yeah.
That's it. So we have basically everybody coming back.
You do have a lot of experience coming back, and that helps. Have the guys been working hard this off season? I mean, you got to get in the weight room. Football's a sport where you got to get in the weight room. You got to work hard. You got to get in shape. You can't come to the first practice and expect that's going to be trying to get in shape. You got to come there. Has the team as a whole? I'll ask you, Saber. Although maybe I'm putting you on the spot because you haven't been, you're a new guy on the block. But has the team been working hard to achieve those goals? Do you feel like everybody's on the same page?
Yeah, for sure. We come to practice, we give it all we got.
Yeah, you got a veteran coach now, and he's still a young guy, in Coach Oler. How does he, Colton? I'll go to you on this one. How does Coach Oler mold you guys? If that's you know what I'm saying? How does he affect your team? Yes, I know he's the head coach. That's pretty obvious. But what does he do to further you guys down the road here?
So Oler runs the offense.
Yeah.
And he finds the positions that best suit people. Like
okay.
He moved me to slot this year.
Yeah.
Which I think
that's a good spot for you, by the
yeah,
way.
I think it'll be beneficial towards the offense.
So. Yeah. Now, who's our defensive coordinator? Because Ryan Halloran is no longer coaching. Is that right?
Yeah, that's
right. So who's the defensive coordinator, Logan?
Coach Reed.
Coach Reed. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So how has that transition been from Coach Halloran to Coach Reed?
I mean, it's a little different on some parts.
Are the schemes different or the same? Or?
Schemes are the same.
Yeah. And he's been around, all right? It's not like he hasn't been there. You guys have all known him all the time you've been here. Yep. So it's probably been a simple transition, I'm assuming. But that's a new role for him.
Yep.
So there might be some, I'm going to call it growing pains or something like that. But, it's not like he doesn't bring experience because he's been there.
Yeah.
So, he's not a rookie coming in. So Coach Reed, I'm sure, will do a great job. Plans after college? After high school? What are you going to do, Saber?
I'm wanting to go to IU East.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the degree is, but I'm wanting to be a police officer.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
A noble profession.
Good for you. My daughter is.
And Logan, you already know you want to play baseball.
Yeah, touched on that a little bit. I want to go to college for civil engineering.
Okay. Boy, that's a tough coursework.
Yeah.
And playing baseball.
Yep.
You'll be busy.
Yeah, well.
No nights out for pizza for you. You'll be either studying or playing ball. So, well, good luck to that. Colton, how about yourself? What are your thoughts?
I want to go to college and play football, and
Okay.
I'm going to study business.
All right. Well, good luck to all you guys. Hey, we're looking forward to it. Friday night. Who's excited? Are you guys excited?
Oh, yeah.
It's nice to get that first one. And by the way, Jerry, we'll have that on the Knights Broadcasting Network.
Yeah, we will be broadcasting that, and it will be shown tape delay starting at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning, I believe. And also, as usual, again this year, we'll be partnering with WETV, I believe it is, and they'll be showing all of our games, unlike some of the other schools.
They'll show up. They'll show.
We'll
Mr.
have our
Luby is my
games
favorite
on.
teacher.
All right, here we go.
Mr. Luby is also my favorite teacher.
All right, so
Me too.
I have to explain to our audience that Steve Luby, our senior executive producer, is in the house tonight. Normally he's not here, and he's eliciting these responses. So that's a little explanation, but we need to go to break.
Well, with that being said, you're watching Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries.
Are you being bugged about your floral needs? The Leaning Lily, 927 South 9th, is a full-service florist with lots of great gift ideas like wind chimes, potted plants, hanging baskets, teddy bears, and much, much more. Convenient delivery available to residential, the hospital, and local funeral homes. The Leaning Lily has bouquets to say, I love you, to weddings to say, I do. The Leaning Lily, we have you covered. Martin's Country Mart, US 27 Fountain City. Swing in and grab a coffee or a frazzle, maybe a fountain drink at Martin's Country Mart. We also have all your favorite snacks, bottled drinks, and of course, sweet bakery items. Plenty of accessories for dinner. And don't forget the grill menu, covering breakfast, lunch, dinner, and of course, the kids' favorite, pizza. Martin's Country Mart, Fountain City.
Your school helps shape the person you become, opening your mind to new ideas and belonging to a community. Whether it's earning an advanced degree, joining the FFA, pushing your health and wellness, playing in the band, or playing on the field. It's a safe place where everyone knows your name, and a kid can be a kid. The halls of today filled with the leaders of tomorrow. Northeastern.
You've had a hard day at work and all you want to do is sit in your lounge chair in the nice cool air? Then it hits! The AC's not working. The living room feels like the Sahara Desert. Call Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. In just a short time, it'll be nice and cool. And then all you'll need is a sign that says, "No penguins allowed." Call 765-966-0994. Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Proud sponsors.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. And Rick, more football.
More football. This is only half the guys, Jerry. Next week, the other half will come, and we're thinking we might need more couch space next week. I don't know what that's going to mean, but we'll figure it out when we get there. We're always able to accommodate everybody.
Yep.
So, all right. So we've got Blake Waters and I forgot your name already. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Colson.
Colton,
Colson.
Pennington Loiza, right? Okay. I'm getting tongue twisted here. And Zane Snyder. Welcome, guys. We appreciate you guys coming. All right, Blake, let's talk to you first. You play the most important position on the field. You're the quarterback. So explain to us, and those of us who never played quarterback in our life, do you feel extra sense of responsibility, pressure? What is it that goes on when you're out there with? Because you are the leader of the team.
Yeah, as a quarterback, I gotta make sure all my teammates are calm, cool, collected. You know, don't want no unnecessary flags, messing up our offense. We don't want none of that.
Yeah.
Just want to be a leader for everybody and lead them to victory.
Well, what do you what's your confidence level as you come into this year, as a senior, 1 year of starting under your belt?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your confidence level as a quarterback coming into your senior year?
Yeah, last year it took a while to get a hang of things, but this year I already know the offense. I know our plays. A lot more confident this year than last year.
Yeah. So as a senior, this is you also play another sport. You play baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your emotions? What are your thoughts? I mean, this is your last go around, at least here.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts as you head into your senior year and all the things that go with being a senior, which is quite a bit.
Just can't believe it's here. It's the last time I'm gonna be playing football. Last time stepping on that field one night. Never gonna happen again.
All right. So I never see you on defense. Is that going to be a staple there? You're never going to play defense?
You might see me out there.
All right. Okay. We're just curious. Okay. Zane's not thinking that right there.
Zane don't think.
All right, Colson. Kind of similar to you. First of all, tell us what position you play.
Running back and linebacker.
Running back and linebacker. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to ask you the same question. You're a senior. What are your emotions as you head into your senior year? What do you want to accomplish? What do you think this team is capable of this year? All those things.
I just want to make the best of it. See how far we can go. I think we have a pretty good team.
Yeah. As a senior, do you feel like you have to set the example for the underclassmen and leave a legacy? Like when you think Northeastern football, this is the standard right here. Is that kind of part of the equation for you?
Not really.
Okay.
But we had Carson Terrell and all of them before.
And they set the tone, right? They set the standard. Do you feel like you got to follow that legacy, though? Is that part of being a senior? You pass that on down?
Yeah. I mean, I think so.
Okay. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, by the way.
I agree.
And you don't have to be nervous. You're doing a great job, all right? You really are. All right, let's talk to Zane over here. Zane, the big bull in the middle, okay? He's fullback and a middle linebacker, right?
Yep.
Did I get that right? What do you like better, Zane? You like running the ball better, blocking, or tackling?
Well, I think it really depends on the day for me.
Yeah, okay. Well, today, what is it? Tell us what it is today.
I like hitting people. I like tackling.
Okay.
So I take defense.
All right. They count on you for those 3rd and 1s, though, don't they? I mean, so you got to do that. That's the grungy work. It's not like you're not a speed guy that's going to hit the corner. You're up the middle. So, what's your what kind of attitude do you have to take out in the field playing those kinds of positions? Because you're in the middle of everything on defense and offense. So, what kind of attitude do you have to take out there?
Well, for me, I'm just usually pretty amped up, ready to go.
Yeah.
Always ready to hit somebody. I try and amp the team up as well. So.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Colson. As a senior, you guys are naturally leaders, all right? And you've been playing a lot, so you're a leader in that sense also because you've been played a lot, at least since a sophomore.
Yeah.
Do you feel like some sense of responsibility of leaving a legacy for Northeastern football as a whole as you leave the program?
I think there is some there. But it's not that you're going to follow right in those footsteps. You kind of got to leave your legacy behind.
Okay.
And not others, following others.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right.
And he's getting deep on us here with that one. I like that answer. That's a great answer.
Yeah, no, it really
is. It is a great answer for it. So I think one of the biggest momentum things that you can have in football is interceptions. I think for some reason, somebody can break one run for a touchdown, and everybody's, oh, yeah. But it's like interception, they get a little more fired up. And we had quite a few of them in that scrimmage. I mean, more than normal. Probably, I bet there was a half a dozen interceptions, or at least one or two that was close enough that could have been. What do you guys think about the defensive part of the team as far as we're going to get some interceptions, create turnovers, and so forth with that?
I guess we got to go to the defensive guys right here.
Got to go.
Go ahead, Zane. You can take that.
Well, I know when Creech gets interceptions 2 or 3, especially in that Belmont scrimmage, that really just changed the direction that we were going. It really, and especially in big games like when we're playing big teams in the conference, you get that interception, it changes the whole dynamic of that series. So.
And it did against Belmont because that first series, there's an interception, and it's like they never moved the ball after that.
Right.
And even down the 10-yard line, they didn't move the ball. So I'm sitting back saying, okay, the defense is going to do a pretty daggone good job. And then the offense started slinging the ball around and some catches, and Deloney takes that one turn back up the middle, and he was like, boom, going. I was like, okay, this could be an interesting season.
Seems like you got some speed out there, maybe a little more than we've had in the past. Am I right in that, or my eyes aren't deceiving me? Then you got some guys back there that can put the burners on. That's important. If you can run away from them, they're never going to touch you. So, all right, Blake. What are your plans? What do you want to do after school is out? Have you thought that far down the road?
Yeah, I don't really know where I want to go yet. I just know I want to go to college and work towards becoming a detective.
Okay, so another law enforcement.
Good.
Colson, how about yourself?
Probably just go to college. Probably for a business.
Okay. All right. Any idea where you want to go? Probably you haven't started applying yet, right? All right. Plenty of time to work on it. You can procrastinate all you want. So, how about you, Zane?
Oh, I've been looking at a few schools, maybe to go play football at, and hopefully get an ag business degree.
Yeah, you're a farmer. You grew up on a farm, so you know the farming business. I'm sure you've done a little work in the barns or in the fields in your lifetime.
A little bit.
So
slinging hay.
Yeah, he's all geared up for that. He knows it's hard. It's manual labor, man. That's hard work. As opposed to I've sat in an office my whole life. We depend on guys like Zane to get the work done. So that's how that works.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for farmers, and I'm assuming you're an FFA member and all that.
I'm actually the president.
Oh, you are? Okay. Yep. All right. So we'll have the FFA on again
we'll
this
have
year,
them
like we did last year. We'll probably see Zane back again.
Well, and that was a good interview too, because we talked a lot of stuff on the backside of what really goes on in farming. It's not just you go out there and plant and harvest. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that goes.
It's a very technical business now,
and a very dangerous business.
Yeah,
very dangerous.
And we'll also see you in wrestling, I'm assuming, this year. So that's a lot of fun. And we'll see you in baseball. Colson, do you play other sports? Football is your only one. All right. Well, fellas, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to Friday nights here. And our first one is this Friday. So you guys get to the field. You can watch the tape delay later, right?
Absolutely.
But really get to the field there. So, Jerry, I think Mr. Luby's looking for his accolades here. So, on three, fellas. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Luby's our favorite teacher.
There we go. We got it all choreographed.
And you're watching Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. Did someone say boom, baby? Call Scoretti Pyrotechnics at 765-977-2757. Scoretti Pyrotechnics has performances for birthdays, weddings, school athletic events, other occasions, and of course, the 4th of July. Scoretti Pyrotechnics are proud supporters of Knights Athletics. Boom, baby! Smith, McQuiston, and Webster Funeral Home has proudly served the Fountain City area since 1886. From the time you walk up the steps, Funeral Director Keith Webster's goal is to carry forward the legacy of personal service established by the Smith and McQuiston families. Using modern technology and good old-fashioned attention to detail, we will strive to earn your confidence in us by treating families the way we think we would want to be treated. Smith, McQuiston, Webster Funeral Home. Rick, thank goodness somebody called timeout because I am hungry.
I'm starved, Jerry. Hey, with 3 different Richmond locations and 1 in Hagerstown, there's a Subway sandwich shop near you.
And you can always order off the app for curbside pickup. The drive-thru's always open, and the way that I prefer it, I just like to walk in.
Here's your sub.
Listen, Subway, eat fresh.
Go Knights!
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. And Rick, we got him in.
Yeah, we did.
Now we got to do
Timing's pretty good. We did
got
all
to
right.
squeeze volleyball in real quick here.
Well, the girls had a tournament over the weekend. They went 3-1. I'll tell you what, Jerry, young, talented, going to be fun to see that team develop.
Fun to watch. They're
Yeah.
going to be fun to watch, and we'll have, of course, all those home games to be on the Knights Broadcasting Network. We'll be
Yeah.
showing those.
Yeah, you guys come on out and come see this team because, you know, they're going to be competitive.
Yes, they are.
And, you know, a sectional title, a Tri-Eastern Conference title is not out of the cards
No.
with this team. But they're going to be a lot of fun, so come see them. Football Friday night, we'll be live streaming that. It's going to be tape delay. You can see that Saturday morning. And I think that's thanks for the tennis guys coming in,
Yeah.
the seniors and new coach, Drew Nolan. We appreciate them coming in. Good luck to them and good luck to the football guys.
Aiden Crane here tonight.
He's our executive
He's
producer.
executive producer with Mr. Luby. I guess what you say is training. He's in training at the moment.
He's in training,
So-
and Steve Luby is training him, doing a fabulous job. Mr. Luby is my favorite teacher. Okay, let me say that out loud right
Well,
now.
he's thinking the clean sweep is happening. It's not, because I'm not saying it. So anyway, hey, we appreciate everybody watching. Get out to the games. If you can't get out to the games, you can always catch them on our the Knights Broadcasting Network. And I think that's it.
And we'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week. For Rick Fletcher, I'm Jerry Middleton. And you know what? It's been another good night.